Hello, Moira here. This tutorial in the Daisy Sampler series is looking at Section 3, Motive 1. So these are the patterns for Section 3, the combined patterns. We have bright, and then we have muted, and we have tapestry. And as usual, I'll be demonstrating the muted version. Section 3 has only one repeating motive, and the other two motifs use the same two colours, with our thread colour this time being yellow. I'm going to be working from the motive 1 pattern of section 3, but it's a personal choice. Now we've already worked round 22, so we can tick that off. Remember, we worked round 22 in section 2, motive 3. And looking at round 23, we can see there's no drop trebles in this round, so it's a round of double crochets into the back loop only. So we're looking to start at our red line, which is the third stitch in from the corner. So I'm inserting my hooks in the third stitch in from the corner, and I'm going to create that chain stitch to fix our yarn in place. Once the chain stitch is done, we're ready to work our double crochet into the back loop only, and I'm going to work that all the way around, remembering when I come to the corners I've got 2 chains to put in to get round the corner. Round 23 is now completed and all ticked off. Now we're going to look at round 24. Round 24 has actually got some drop trebles in it. We're inserting our hook the 4th stitch in from the corner, and we get that 4th stitch because we're counting round 23, because that's the round we've just worked. We actually haven't worked round 24 yet, so we can't include that corner chain in our stitch count. Using yarn A, we work that 1st stitch as a chain stitch to fix our yarn. Now we're ready to work our double crochet stitch into the back loop in the next stitch. We have 2 double crochets to work before we encounter that first drop treble. And as a little guide, that first drop treble should line up with the drop treble from round 22. Once you've worked that drop treble, we've now encountered the first black line, so we're ready to actually look at our pattern repeat. And the pattern repeat for this round is going to be 5 double crochets, 1 drop treble, another 5 double crochets and another drop treble. Once we've worked our 5 double crochets, our drop treble should be sitting in between 2 double crochets from round 22. So we work that drop treble, and then we have another 5 double crochets to do before the next drop treble. So there we have a repeat of 5 double crochets, 1 drop treble, 5 double crochets and 1 drop treble. Continue repeating these 12 stitches until you get to the black line at the corner. I've now reached the corner and I'm at the black line. You can see I've done the drop treble. I'm now going to count how many double crochets there are until those 2 corner chains. And there are 6 double crochets before we reach those corner chains. And when we've worked those double crochets, we then do 2 chains to get around the corner. I always have my chart facing the same direction as I'm crocheting. So once I've turned the chart, I now need to have a look again at the pattern. So to finish the corner section, we have a further 6 double crochets before that first drop treble. After I work those 6 double crochets, I do just check that my drop treble is going to be lined up with the drop treble from round 22. And once you've completed that drop treble, we've now completed the corner section. So keep working the 12 stitch repeat on each side, and when you come to the corner, work within the 2 black lines until you complete the corner section. And when you get back to the beginning, join the round with an invisible join to the first double crochet stitch. And now that round 24 is complete, we can turn our attention to look at round 25. On round 25, we start the 5th stitch in from the corner. So as we usually do, insert your hook into the 5th stitch and join your new yarn with a chain stitch. Looking at the chart, we've got a drop treble immediately after the chain stitch. So that's one drop treble, and then it's 2 double crochets after that drop treble. And now we're back to our pattern repeat. As we can see, we've actually got quite a lot of drop trebles this time within our 12 stitch repeat. There are 4 drop trebles. Our repeat consists of 1 double, 1 drop treble, 1 double, 1 drop treble, 3 doubles, 1 drop treble, 1 double, 1 drop treble, 2 doubles. And we're going to keep repeating this 12 stitch repeat until we get to the black line at the corner. I've made it to the corner and I've turned my chart to face the direction I'm crocheting in, and I'm at that black line. You can see I'm now ready to actually do 1 double crochet and then 1 drop treble, and then it's another double crochet and another drop treble. Then we have 3 double crochets before those corner 2 chains. And once those double crochets have been completed, we do our 2 chain to get around the corner, and then we can turn our chart to face the direction of our crochet. And just checking the chart again, we have 3 more double crochets before the first drop treble. So we have 3 double crochets, 1 drop treble, another double crochet, and then another drop treble. And once we've completed that second drop treble, we've got a further 2 double crochets to do, which then takes us to the end of our corner section. Now we're back to our 12 stitch repeat. Keep repeating this along each side, remembering to pay attention at the corners and work between the black lines. And now round 25 is complete. We're moving on to a different colour, so we're just going to look at our other 2 versions. Our tapestry version is like the muted version. It's got 1 colour running through as a thread. However, the bright version has got a completely different colour change for the next 2 rounds. In rounds 26 and 28 we use the same colour, but in our muted and in our tapestry we only use a different colour in round 26. Round 26 is starting with a new colour, and we are going to insert our hook into the 6th stitch from the corner. As usual, we join our new yarn with a chain stitch, and then the next stitch is a double crochet into the back loop only. There are no drop trebles in round 26, so we're going to continue working double crochet into the back loop only all the way around, remembering when you get to the corner to work 2 chains into it. Round 26 with my nice strip of yellow is complete, so I'm going to tick it off and I'm ready to look at round 27. Know in this round that I start on stitch 7, but another way, rather than counting from the corner, you can actually now use the pattern to work out where to put your hook. Looking at the pattern, I've got 3 stitches before that first drop stitch. So joining my new colour of yarn with a chain stitch, I then am going to work 2 double crochets. And this time our drop stitch is a drop double treble, because we have a V, not an X. And remember, the V means to work a double treble crochet stitch into the front loop 3 rows below. And because we're working a double treble, we're going to wrap our yarn twice, and then we're looking for that white stitch 3 rows down for us to actually insert our hook, and we're going to pick up and work our drop double treble. Now we've reached the repeat part of our pattern. We're between our 2 black lines, so we actually have got for our pattern 5 double crochets, 1 drop double treble, 5 double crochets, and another drop double treble. So this is our pattern: 5 double crochets, a drop double treble, 5 double crochets, and a drop double treble. Keep repeating this along this side until you get to the corner with that black line. I've now reached the black line at the corner. I've just finished that drop double treble, so I've now got 5 double crochets to work before the next drop double treble. And after I work that final drop double treble on this side, it's 3 more double crochets before we get to the corner 2 chains. So working those 2 corner chains, and then I'm going to turn my chart to face the direction that I'm now crocheting in. Now I've turned the corner, it's 3 double crochets before that first drop double treble on this side. So we're going to work 1 drop double treble and then another 5 double crochets and then another drop double treble. And now we come to the black line again. That signals that we're at the end of the corner section. So we now have to keep repeating that 12 stitch repeat all the way along each side, paying particular attention when we get to the corner sections on each side. Now round 27 is complete, we can tick it all off and we can have a look at round 28. Starting at stitch 8, but we can work out very easily where we're going to insert our hook, we work our first chain stitch. And then after our chain stitch, we've got immediately a drop treble. Just be careful that you work your drop treble into your colour E, which in my case is my yellow colour. And once that drop treble is completed, I've got 2 double crochets before I get to my repeat pattern. And the repeat pattern should look familiar, as it's exactly the same repeat pattern that we worked in round 25. It has 4 drop trebles in it and 8 double crochets. So the repeat consists of 1 double crochet, 1 drop treble, 1 double crochet, 1 drop treble, 3 double crochets, 1 drop treble, 1 double crochet, 1 drop treble and 2 double crochets. All your drop trebles should be lining up with the drop trebles that you worked in round 25. So as we can see here, they've lined up nice and neat with round 25. And we're going to keep doing that, keep repeating those 12 stitches until we get to the black line at the corner. So now I'm at the corner with my black line. I've just finished that section there. I've got 1 double crochet to do, and then a drop treble, and then a double crochet, and then another drop treble. We then have 3 more double crochets before the final drop treble in this side. And remember, it's colour E that the drop treble is actually being inserted into. And once we've completed that final drop treble, we've got 2 more double crochets to do before we get to those 2 corner chains. So after working those 2 corner chains, I'm going to turn my chart so it's facing the same direction as the way I'm crocheting. So looking at the chart, we've got 2 more double crochets to do before we actually have the first drop treble on this side. And after that first drop treble, there are 3 double crochets, then a drop treble, 1 more double crochet, then another drop treble, and then 2 double crochets. And that takes us to the end of this corner section. So we're now ready to keep repeating our 12 stitches for each side, and when we get to that black line for the corner, just pay particular attention when we get to the corner as it's got rather large now. We've now ticked off and completed round 28, so we're ready to look at round 29, and this is the last round in this particular motif. On this round we're starting in our 9th stitch, so we're going to insert our hook here and then we're ready to join our new colour. I've joined my new yarn with my chain stitch, and then it's going to be 2 double crochets before the first drop treble. And once we've worked that drop treble, we're now ready to look at what a repeat pattern is for this round. And the repeat pattern for this round is exactly the same repeat that we worked in round 24. So just like round 24, a repeat for round 28 is 5 double crochets, 1 drop treble, 5 double crochets and 1 drop treble. Keep repeating these 12 stitches all along the side until you get to that black line at the corner. I'm now at the corner for round 29 and I've got to work 5 double crochets before I do that drop treble. After that drop treble, you've another 5 double crochets and that takes you to the corner where you can work your chain 2 around the corner. I'm going to turn my chart so it's facing the same direction as I'm crocheting. Then I'm going to work the chain 2 to get round the corner. On this side after the corner we've got 5 double crochets and then 1 drop treble. And once we've worked these stitches, it's another 5 double crochets before that last drop treble which ends our corner section. As in the previous rounds, we're going to take our pattern repeat of our 12 stitches and repeat it along each side, and when we get to the black line at the corner, we're going to pay close attention to our chart. We've now completed motif 1 of section 3. The next motif in section 3 is the repeating motif. Do visit the repeating motif tutorial if you wish for help with this motif. Thank you for watching this tutorial in the Daisy Sampler series. Please do subscribe to daisyknots channel if you found this useful. Thank you.